It's a Saturday morning, and I just came out, wanted to video the chickens and the duck out in the garden. And my garden is mostly a berry patch, but I grow some onions and lettuce and things. And I pretty much do it all by hand now. I know I have rototiller videos, but I've kind of gotten away from the rototillers, and I'm kind of getting into doing everything just by hand with hand tools. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do now is get my chickens to do the fall prep of the garden for me. And so I've been using a little hand weed whacker, and it's not gas powered, it's just one of those old fashioned ones that you swing yourself. And I'll chop down some of the higher grass in here because I let it just grow up in the fall once I'm done harvesting stuff. And then I throw the chickens their scratch grains in here instead of in the chicken coop. And they've been doing a good job at cleaning this up. And the ducks at work there. But I think that's something that you could consider if you have some chickens, is putting them to work to clean up your garden in the fall. They'll probably do this a couple more weeks if we have some nice days. But they're really good at cleaning up the weeds, and I'm hoping they'll get some of the bugs and things out of here. I don't want this to go on forever. But the remnants of the garden. There's some peppers that just grew out a little bit there, and some lettuce that grew up, and the asparagus. The rhubarb is kind of flattened. We've had a couple frosts by now, not real hard ones yet. But yeah, I like having the chickens in the garden. I think they're good for it. And I used to do this years ago and kind of got away from it, so I'm trying to bring it back. And you know, they can't take down real high grass, but low grass and medium size weeds, they'll clean it up for you. I'm going to move around a little bit here. But I just spread that scratch grain in the grass, and they go through to find it, and then of course they scratch to find it and tear up what's left of the weeds at this point. So I think they're going to clean this up for me pretty good, and I'm not buying anything new or having any additional expense. It's just I'm throwing the scratch grains that I would normally give them in the garden instead of in the chicken coop. Well, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, there's one over there by the lettuce. See if I was going to sign off, but maybe walk over here. They're getting into thicker stuff, although I think the sun is going to mess with my video here. Yeah, it's relatively early in the morning. The sun's just starting to come up a bit, in the garden at least. Well, I think I actually will sign out now. So I'll talk to you later.